Hey guys, today we're going to answer the question, what are the best practices for law firms to optimize their Google business profile listing? Before we get into that, the GBP, just so we know the importance of this, is I think it can't be overstated. It is the most important aspect of Google search for you to optimize if you want more business from the internet. The 3-pack in the maps, those maps listings that are at the very top of most legal searches, or at least local legal searches, when somebody's looking for an attorney, those 3 listings account for over 50% of all the clicks on that Google results page. So that means that over 50% of the people that land on that page are clicking on one of those 3 listings. So that's how important those 3 listings are, even more important than Google ads, or the local service ads, or the organic. The Google Maps listings, which come from Google Business Profiles, are by far the most important if you're looking for new business from the internet. So what are the best practices for you to optimize your Google profile listing to make sure that you rank where you want to rank and you show up for more searches so more people can find you? The 3 most important things are the primary category, your business name, and reviews. And then we'll go through all of the different sections that are listed there as well. But the 3 most important are the primary category, your name, and reviews. So you want to make sure that your primary category is the same primary category as the GBPs that are already ranking there. So if you search for something that you want to rank for, let's say it's Houston personal injury lawyer, Dallas car accident lawyer, and then you see that the top 3 maps listings there at the top of the page, what are their primary categories? You want to be in the same exact primary category, and typically they're going to be in the same one, which is either in those cases it'll be personal injury attorney. In some other cases it'll be, criminal defense attorney, or whatever is the most relevant to the search. But you need to make sure that your primary category matches the one that Google thinks is most relevant. Additional categories, you want to also fill those out. Don't overdo it, but you want to fill out 2 to 3 additional categories as well. A lot of clients come to us and ask, especially if they have multiple practice areas at their firm, like personal injury and criminal defense, for example, they ask, well, how can I, which one should I put at the top? And how can I get cases for both from the same Google Business Profile listing? Well, unfortunately, the primary category is by far more important than the additional categories. So they're going to show you way more for your primary category than they do for your additional categories. So if you have 2 completely different practice areas like criminal defense and personal injury law, you're going to want to consider, unfortunately, having a separate office location or a separate Google Business Profile listing for each major practice area. Not for every practice area, but if it's a major practice area like criminal defense, personal injury, you're going to want to have one for each if you want to have as much business, as much visibility for each practice area as possible. I know that's not always possible. It's sometimes difficult. So you're going to have to choose which one is more important to you in that case and make that one the primary category. Your business name, another very important ranking factor, is your business name. I'm sure you've seen competitors that add keywords to the name, such as law firm, personal injury attorneys, law firm, criminal defense attorneys, etc. That's because having the keyword in that name is a ranking factor. If you can get that in the name, if you can get your keyword in the name, great. Google will show you for more searches that are related to that practice area than if you didn't have that in your name. A couple of caveats here. Google really is cracking down on this. They make it difficult for you to optimize your name with keywords for good reason, because a lot of people have abused this. They just add keywords to the name, and then what Google does is they suspend the listing and they make you verify that's actually your name. So the way to get around this would be to actually have the practice area in your name, or in a DBA, something like a legal document, a DBA document that says that that practice area is in fact in your name. So if you want to try it and get away with it, you most likely will get away with it. If it's suspended, you might have to produce a document saying that that name that you have with keywords in it is actually in fact the name of your business. And typically, if you can show a DBA document with that name and the keywords, you're good to go. You'll pass that suspension, or they'll open it back up. You get a real big boost if you can get your keywords in the name. But again, don't overdo it. And be careful and make sure that you have backup so that you can prove it's actually your name. Reviews, we've been through a ton of times here on Trusted Law Firm, but reviews and recency of reviews, not just the total number of reviews, is critical for Google ranking your law firm. So get as many reviews as you can. and get them as often as possible. This is the way that smaller firms can compete with bigger firms, because it's not all about the number of total reviews, also about how recently most recent reviews left and the recency of those reviews. So get them as often as possible, and you can typically compete with bigger law firms that have way more total number of reviews, and get them often. So those are the three big things to consider when optimizing your Google business profile and wanting to get more visibility. But also, it should go without saying, but you want to fill out every section of your Google business profile listing. Don't leave anything blank. Your website, the appointment link, photos, social profiles, your phone number, phone numbers, opening date, description, hours of operation. 24/7 is ideal if you have an answering service. You're from the business area. Accessibility, amenities, services, products with links to the relevant pages on your website, questions and answers. So if you can get people to ask questions and you answer them, you don't just leave it up to people to do it randomly. That section is important as well. And updates. Make sure you're posting here at least once a week, posting an update where they allow it. But just fill out every section that Google offers in the Google business profile. All right, so those were the three best practices plus one bonus just to fill out your profile as much as possible. But those are the best practices on how to effectively optimize your Google business profile listing. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. If you like this video, like and subscribe on YouTube. Leave a comment. Thank you for watching.